Hey, it's Adrian from Remember-Adrian.com, bringing you more about what I learned from my cross-country bike ride from Ocean Beach, California to Key West, Florida, with this guy, Ferris, or as I like to call him, Super Doggy. He's a good guy. He taught me a lot on my bike ride. And in this chapter, if you will, I want to talk about how you're not done until it's over. And basically what I'm trying to say is you have to get through it before you are who you think you are. Now, what do I mean by that? In my bike ride, I took a couple months to plan this thing. I think it took me about 6 months. And in your mind, you're trying to plan for the disasters. You're trying to plan for the ups and the downs. You're trying to kind of get a sense in your mind of who you're going to become, how you're going to attack it, how you're going to be along the ride. Because in your mind, you're setting everything up. You know, what day 1 is going to look like, what day 2 is going to look like, what day fucking 40 is going to look like. Like, who do you think you're going to be by the time you're in nowhere, Texas, and you've seen 2 cars on an 8-hour bike ride? And you really start to mull this stuff over in your mind. I can remember very specifically thinking to myself, I'm going to need a chain breaker, another link, and this stupid small tool set that I got. Because in my mind, I was like, oh man, I'm going to need this to save the day. And, you know, it's going to fit right here and everything's going to be perfect. Fucking didn't use that thing once. 4,500 miles and never took that thing out one time. Did I ever use the chain brake? Never, ever. What I needed was the ability to not get flat tires and breakdowns with bike seats and all this other stuff. What it kind of taught me is that you can prepare all you want for life, but until you're in it, you don't really know how you're going to react. You really don't know what tools and resources you're going to need at that exact moment until you're in that moment. You can't tell yourself what a biking badass you're going to be until you are on a stretch of road where you got to be a biking badass, where your back wheel is wobbling like your unbalanced dishwasher load or laundry load, you know? Until you are in that gut check time, all that conversation, all that talking, all that this is what I'm going to do when this happens, the rubber meets the road. You get to a point really where you become so open, or at least I did, you become so open to the experience that there's no need to talk about what you're going to do if this or that happens, because when this or that happens is never how it is in your mind. Isn't that so true in our day-to-day life? Maybe you get into an argument with somebody at your work, they slighted you or something, and for the rest of that day, you talking about in your head about if this ever happens again, I'm going to tell them, and it's going to be like, and I'm going to change the situation. But $5 says that when that person comes around and you have your opportunity to do something, you don't. Or that time that person cuts you off on the road and next time you're going to hit the gas pedal and I'm going to turn it up and maybe give them the bird. When that person sits next to you at that stop sign, I bet you don't do shit. What I'm trying to say, and maybe I'm using some very crass examples, is that all that time you waste thinking and prepping about what you're going to do and who you're going to do it to is wasted time. It's wasted mental chatter going on and on and on for no reason. I found that on my bike ride. Stop the noise. I want to pay attention to the road, to nature, this awesome journey that I was on, the way to make it all go down and to suck it in, man, for every ounce of beauty that it has. Because when the time comes, I'm going to react how I'm going to react at that time, regardless of what I thought I was going to do or what I thought I was going to say or how I thought I was going to react. When the time comes, I'm either going to do something or I'm not. And typically, what I plan for doesn't happen. The way it's set up doesn't come to fruition. The bike ride always broke at the wrong time. The hill always taught me a different lesson every time. The stretches of road were new every time, and it just made it easier for my mentality to stop fretting over what I thought was going to happen and carrying around that stupid tool for the day that never came. My friends, lower the mental chatter. Stop talking about what you're going to do and just start doing it. Start putting yourself in these situations where you can blossom as a person at that time, at that moment, with the knowledge that you have right then and there. Because planning for the future is anxiety, and trying to tell yourself what you will do next time because what happened in the past didn't go right, that's regret. And we got to be right here, right now, baby. There is way too much crap going on in this mind to try to plan every fire that you want to put out. Stop telling yourself what you're going to do. Stop preparing for those situations that never happen. Live now. Walk to this situation now. Be the person who you are now, and stop wasting your time with all this other flibber flabber chatter. Guys, I really love talking in these videos. I really love talking to you. I hope that you get some small smidgen of something out of these videos, because I can honestly tell you, I feel like there's something beaming through my head that has to come into that camera and into your ears. So if you're watching, I thank you. If it's good for somebody else, please pass it along. I'm just a guy, Adrian, who went on an awesome 4-year bike trip. Or I'm sorry, a bike trip 4 years ago. And it changed my life, and anything that I can impart to you that'll change yours, I hope you can take it down. So I'm Remember-Adrian. I thank you for watching, and I hope you're having a great day. Don't let your mind attack you.